able to experience that and that be my first like time on a movie set, it's just so fucking cool. You guys made it so fucking special. I can't wait to see it.
Yes, real soon. We're almost done with the edit. I'm in Chicago working on this and the music, and it's almost done. And I'll send you a link as soon as that shit is as soon as that's ready.
What
Soon.
what do you think my next role is gonna be?
Um, I know I know what movie it is. There's two different movies we're working on. And I want to put you in both. And I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much, but I know for a fact I'm gonna give you the meat and potatoes, and then you're gonna just color it. You know what I mean? You're gonna be able to. It's gonna write itself. You know.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
one I want to challenge you more, and I think maybe like make up over all the tattoos, like actual more like dramatic, actually playing a different person, and one seeing how far you can push it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
One role
Yes.
going wild, wild, and one role being like, you are actually not this person, but you know who this bitch is. I've seen you on Instagram being like, you know this bitch, you know what I mean? And you're taking like these photos and you're like, people want me to be, you're like, people want me to be this bitch, and I'm just like, I'm looking at that laughing. I'm like, you're totally right. People want you to be that. They see that and
Hmm.
they go, that makes me feel more comfortable. Is that real? Is this person real? I get that a lot. Is this person real? Is Big Klit real? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't even. And then at that moment, the conversation's actually technically over because there's no real way to talk to somebody who says something like that,
Yeah.
unless, especially after, you know,
You just
you
don't get
put
it then. If you gotta
you
ask that.
yeah, like you can ask it in a certain way and I would understand it, like, oh, is that, but most people they're just, you challenge people and you push the limits and push the limits and then it just, at a certain point, people just get intimidated, they just get intimidated. And younger people go crazy for it. It's like fucking drugs for them, They're like, wow, that's what I want. I want that freedom, I want that. They go nuts for it, I think maybe that's why a lot of people on a lot of different social media apps go crazy, for you because like, on a lot of those apps, it's a lot of younger people and they see it and they're like, wow, that's amazing, kind of like when I was younger and I would see people who they're aliens to me, and I would see that. I'd be like, wow, that's wild, and I know you capture the youth's imagination like that, in a big way, in a wild way, actually. And
Yes, yes. I love Generation Z. What's
yeah, yeah,
good? I love them so much. Yes, and you know what? I love being both people.
of
I like
course.
being somebody I'm completely not, and that's why I love acting. And I cannot wait for you to push me. And I'm so excited. I'm so
Yeah,
excited because I really want to get into acting. Like that's a big passion of mine. I love acting like somebody I'm not and having to really embody a role. And I don't feel like I have been pushed to that level yet. So
yeah,
that's gonna be really fucking cool.
yeah. It's gonna be really fun. Um, so so let's talk about this Trippie video for a second. Like, who before we talk about that, who is there somebody that you really want to collaborate with now that you haven't? Is there anybody on the radar, or is it kind of just like I could? Is there somebody that sticks out?
You know what? Let me think. Let me think. Yes, there are like I like this girl named Dorian. I believe her name's Dorian Electra. I don't want to say it wrong, but I just discovered her. Yeah, Dorian Electra. I really like her. I think she's dope, and I'm supposed to send her some tracks and see if we could possibly collab and work on
Yeah,
something. But I really, really like her music videos, her art direction, the type of music she makes. It's it gets me going. I like it. I think she's dope. She's like one of the girls I like the most right now. But other than that, I mean, yeah, if I think about it, I'm sure I could find more people, but right now that's the
Yeah,
only person that comes to the top of my mind.
yeah. Um, so on set for the the Trippie video where we shot that in Beverly Hills, was that the first time you guys met?
Yes.
It was pretty cool, man. Though the chemistry was great, you know. Two heavyweights, you know what I mean? You guys are both, you know, pretty free in that sense, you know, and you had, you know, you'll see in the video, you know, but you had to basically just sit down and the whole shoot started off where Trippie and Klit had to sit in a room and stare into each other's eyes for 10 minutes and not say a word. And that's the introduction you guys had for each other. That's how you first met. And I was
Yes.
just watching and I'm thinking like this is gonna be really bad. Like this is gonna go bad, or this is gonna go good, or because you don't know, man. You don't know. Everyone's had a long night. We just flew in from fucking New York. I don't know, you know what he's on, you know, but he ended up being a sweetheart and totally great and
Yeah.
all that. But just putting you guys in that position and then kind of going through the motions of the you know the video and just and creating in real time and like pushing it further and doing multitasking all these different things um, you know I think it was pretty special to see. And do you like collaborating like that with other artists
Yes,
like
I think it was really, really cool working with him. I didn't feel awkward or weird, and it's crazy because we kind of had to like play a little relationship, and we've never even met each other before, and the chemistry was fucking great. Like I felt like he felt comfortable and I felt comfortable, and we kind of got to know each other without saying words
yeah
to each other when we had to stare for 10 minutes in each other's eyes. That was very, very interesting, but I felt so at peace and comfortable. So I don't know, I fuck with it. I would love to work with more artists like that.
yeah I noticed you weren't smoking a lot in the beginning of that video. What how do you feel about I've seen you drink, smoke, you know, just like me. I've drank, smoke on set and everything. Do you like doing shit sober or it depends?
Well, I just quit smoking. I haven't smoked in like probably about like 6 days now. I'm going good. I haven't got the urge to smoke either. I'm
Yeah,
kind of just, I don't know. I feel like that energy is not what I need right now, and I've
yeah.
just been drinking. But when before, like, I smoke and drink all up on set. I really don't care. Like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
feel like I'm much different, or it makes me feel much different from sober or like drunk or sober or like high. I don't know. It's kind of just the same because once you got to click in and go into the role you're playing, it's like you have to act. So you just act like you're not what you are in that moment. So
interesting.
yeah, it's kind of just something that clicks on and off for me. So if I'm like smoking or drinking, and I say I will be kind of buzzed,
Yeah.
I'll just snap into sober mode. It's weird.
Um, so I don't want to say who I don't want to say who it was because I don't know any. But I was in the studio with you once. We were in the studio and you were doing a collaboration with somebody, and it was somebody that I know you look up to, or you did. And I came in and I had my camera and I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna film this shit. This is gonna be legendary because I'm like, this is amazing. And I won't say who it is. And then I was I came in and she was looking at me and we were all hanging out and she was like, hey, Buckethead. I was wearing a bucket hat. And that's so I'm about to get my camera and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wait a little because she seemed pretty turned up, you know? And then and I kind of started noticing this really interesting dynamic between you two because I know again like this is somebody that you've looked up to for a long time and she's kind of like she's like, oh, I fuck with you, you know, because she said that I heard your stuff, I fuck with this and that. And then she wasn't real. It's I don't know what was happening with this. It seemed like nobody was going into the sound booth first, and then eventually you were like, fuck it, I'm gonna go. And then you went in and you just you did a verse, but in your verse you were basically challenging her in like this like kind of like just it became like a battle almost. And again I'm just trying to find a moment to pull my camera out, which never happened because I'm
Oh
like I don't want it to
man.
get smashed. Um, and then she went in and then she tried to come back, and then I just started watching this kind of like this weird battle between these two rappers happen, and it wasn't like there was nothing. It was so there was nothing written about it. You know what I mean? It was just pure energy, just pure, pure fucking energy pouring around the room, swirling. And at one point, she wanted everybody out, and everybody came back in. And then it was, I mean,
That was crazy. That was a crazy ass night.
that was fucking crazy. Like to be in the booth, you know, going back and forth with somebody that I respect and chewing them up and spitting them out must be an amazing fucking feeling, you know?
Look,
You
I
know?
was not trying to come with that energy. But this is the thing about me, man. If you gonna come into my domain, my presence where I'm at, and you're gonna come with that energy, you know, I wasn't trying to challenge her at first. I was really
I know.
trying to just do my shit, and she came with that challenging competitive energy. So you don't want to go there with me, because when it happens, it's it brings the like the winner out of me.
Oh
I
my God, you were like Jordan in that moment, you know?
Yeah, that was such a good fucking moment, such a good time, man. I don't know if that song will ever drop,
Yeah.
but
You gotta send that shit to me. I want to hear that.
I will. I will. It was that was such a good moment, though. Thank you for bringing that back to me, because I don't really talk about that with nobody, and that that was a good ass feeling to be able to just inspire somebody that I used to look up to, and
Yeah.
it felt even better for somebody to try to challenge me as something I was meant to do, and then like I win. Because my whole life I've been on the losing team until now.
Mhm.
Like in basketball, in sports, in anything I did, like I always was on the losing team, and it was always me being the best out of everybody else on the team. But you know, if the team ain't all A1, it can't just only be one star player on that shit. Like
Yeah.
everybody gotta be MVPs. So I was always losing. Like my whole life, I just always been a loser until now. Like, and it feels so good to be in my bag. Like,
Yeah.
I'm,
That's good, man.
yes, real life underdog story. Like,
That's good, man. That's good. That's good. I
uh,
just keep seeing you go up and up and up and up to this level right here. Yeah, no, but I remember looking over at Robbie and Tiffany and like just kind of assessing the room, you know, because I kind of came in the middle, and everyone on your team, everybody cool as a fucking cucumber. Everyone's just like, let's go, let's go. And they're just waiting, like, all right, go in there. And finally you went in, you just turned it on, and it was wild, man. It was pretty cool. I really hope that there's a way to show that side of you to younger artists, you know, and to like other people, because you know that shit is like that's like the music is at such a high level. I mean, I've listened. You've got hundreds of fucking songs, more songs than anybody I know, and they're all fucking fire. And then there's this a whole total different thing that's happening, which is that sort of shit. Watching you step up, you know what I mean? Challenge yourself, you know, step up. And I think that you don't get to see that a lot with a lot of different artists. Like different people will put out little documentaries and stuff, you know, but it's all just fluff. It's bullshit, you know. It's like, but to see in the trenches like that, and to see you have to step up and you have to go in, and like the dynamics between different people, and not being scared. The most important thing on the planet, not being scared, feeling free, and being like, I'm gonna go, keeping it straight, and still being respectful and courteous with the other person, which is really hard because you could have just been like, it could have went the other way, you know, but it's holding it, being confident. And I think getting to see that for me is such a treat. And I learned so much from seeing that, you know, I really, really did. And I do because, you know, you don't even remember it, you know, but it's stuck in my head. And again, like, I think that a lot of artists get scared and they feel like when they're in a situation that's challenging some people, they just feel like maybe
they have to
maybe they're being,
resort to the wrong things.
exactly, maybe they're being too loud, maybe they're being disruptive, but they should be disruptive. But you know, with confidence and you know, living it, you know, it's like a lifestyle for you, you know, and for a lot of the best artists on the planet, the greatest artists, it's a lifestyle. And to see it translate in real time like that is is pretty spectacular. And I think that it'd be cool, it'd be really special to see you in that element more, you know. And with all this Instagram live and all this other shit that's happening, like it's becoming more possible, you know. But I
Yes.
feel like that part of your journey is really fucking, it's really cool to see. And like, you know, it's not easy, man. It's not fucking easy. It's not just like, what's up and turn up and this and blah and this shit and like fucking bottles and bitches and whatever and smoking. It's not, man. It's a fucking a lot every day, every day, every day, you know?
Yes, yes, it is. And it's a lot of hard work and patience it's like playing chess. You just got to make the smart move all the time. Make sure
That's
that
great.
that next move is just setting you up to win. And that's how I move and that's how I operate. So in
Yeah.
that situation, that's how I had to operate respectfully.
Respectfully.
I won't forget the devil's dick comment when I was watching my hentai. Oh, that was so funny. That was so funny. I love that. Oh,
I hope that shit comes out, man.
you know
Um,
what? Fuck it. I might just put that shit out. I should play a little snippet of it.
it's pretty fucking good. I mean, I was pretty stunned when I came in and I saw her. I'm like, whoa, this is some legendary shit. Again, I don't want to say any names, but you
Yeah.
know, I think it's it's gonna be pretty special whenever that shit drops.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So you got that video dropping tomorrow, the beautiful remix with Trippie, and that's going to be available everywhere. The song's called Beautiful. It's great. It's just another piece of fucking art that you're putting out there. You have so much, and you're constantly creating, and like, you know, I hope people, you know, see it and fuck with it. You know, I know they will actually, and I can't wait. Is there anything else that you got coming up that you want to like put on or whatever?
Um, well, yeah, I got a project with Big Head that I absolutely love and adore so much, and I cannot wait to drop the songs that we have together. They're so good. They're honestly my favorite. And then also Fuck Me, which is dropping after this Trippy Beautiful Trip featuring Trippie Redd. And yeah, and I'm just constantly always working like so there's gonna be some surprises.
All right.
Surprises.
All right, cool, man. That's great.
Hell yeah.
Well, I can't wait to come back to New York so we can shoot some more shit.
I
Um,
know we miss you down here, man. You gotta come back. We're thinking
soon.
of concepts, so we'll be ready.
Yes. Psychosis number 2, man. That's coming soon.
Yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
And much, much more.
and much more, yeah. Well, all right, it was good chatting with you live on this shit. But I'll hit you up separately and we'll catch up.
All right, Jimmy.
All
Thank you
right.
so much for having
Thank
me.
you so
Thank you
much.
for everything and all the opportunities as well. I really
Of
appreciate you.
course. Of course. Of course. I'll talk to you soon.